Good morning, everyone. Well, if you were here bright and early this morning like I was, you may have had the pleasure of a surprise of a rainbow over campus. I can't help to think that that's such an auspicious omen for Founders Day, as it represents all of the glory of Converse past and the bright future that we see for Converse. I love Founders Day. It's a wonderful being a part of the procession and then standing up here and watching all of you march in with your regalia and seeing the seniors with your robes and Red Devil accessories. Founders Day is truly a special event filled with music and inspiration, and it is a day to celebrate your accomplishments, to recognize one of our own with the Spirit of Converse Award, and to recognize the recipient of our most prestigious award, the Dexter Edgar Converse Award. And if that isn't enough, we get to enjoy Mr. Converse's favorite dessert, strawberries and cream. It really doesn't get any better than this. Today we welcome home one of our cherished alumni, of whom we are all very proud, but perhaps none more so than Dr. Joe Dunn, who really ran out of superlatives when he sent an email describing Grace Adams Bagwell. When Grace and I talked, she mentioned that she had recently given a TED Talk on the importance of creating community wherever you are. At Converse, one of our core values is community. That value states, community motivates us to develop a dynamic network of relationships through a balance of work and play that nurtures the abilities of each member in order to establish a better whole, to mentor, collaborate, and communicate as engaged citizens who affect positive change. One of the best symbols of community is Founders Day. Converse was created by this community. When I picture the founding group of 13 men who developed Converse, I think of them together, perhaps gathered around a table where they were discussing their children and their concerns for the future. By sitting together, sharing their fears and dreams, this small community of people developed a solution and a vision for a better future. Then they joined together and went to the larger community to make that vision a reality. As Margaret Wheatley said, there is no power greater than a community discovering what it cares about. Today, you put on your robes. Perhaps you pinned your freshman pin on, clasped your sophomore bracelet, slipped on your junior ring. No school does jewelry like Converse. Then you put on your Red Devil touches. Perhaps you wore the tail the big made for you. Maybe you griped about these traditions, but secretly you love them just a little bit. Either way, you joined together to participate as a community, and you joined a tradition that has lasted for decades, and that has helped to represent the building of this community. So I don't know if you're conscious of it as seniors, you have been setting an example for the next class. Your actions have set an expectation. You have become a fabric of Converse. As you graduate, you will become a part of the bigger community of alumni. You become part of the group who are stewards of Converse. By continuing to engage in the Converse community, you make Converse stronger. By giving back to Converse, you continue the tradition of community that led to the founding of Converse. You may leave Converse, but you remain a key part of Converse as you engage with the classes who follow you by mentoring them, helping them network, and by giving back a bit each year. Many of you are here because someone kept the feeling of the Converse community in their heart. They remembered their time at Converse, how it helped them, how it provided them with a network of friends, and they wanted to make sure that you, the next generation, had a chance to experience that same support and growth. I hope you will always keep this Converse community in your heart. I also hope you go forth and find your next community. Perhaps someday you will have a conversation with some friends over a cup of coffee about a problem you see in the world, and together you will develop an idea for a solution. You will work to form a community who believe and support your idea, and then before you know it, like Dexter Edgar Converse and the 12 other founders, you will develop a legacy that will outlive you and help others, perhaps even for 130 years. As Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Thank you.